Alright. My name is Flora Fairy, and
I'm Tansy the Fairy. And today is our Fairy Magical Valentine's Day here at the Lynnhaven House.
Yeah.
We are doing a whole bunch of stuff. We're making our magical fairy wands, and we have fairy dress up, fairy face paint, and then we have story time, bingo, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yes, lots of fairy music as well.
Yes.
I think the main thing they think so much about it, which makes them very attracted to it, is the Disney characters, like Tinkerbell. They all look very friendly, but I think there's a lot of things that people don't know about it, but I think the main thing that people are very attracted to is the wings, the cute little glittery things, and the fun parts about it. So I think that's really the big picture when people think about fairies.
When I was younger, I was really into the fact that fairies are hidden and they could be anywhere in the trees or hidden in your house. So that was what got me really excited when I was a young fairy, of course.
I think that because it is such a lot of people are attracted to fairies because they're happy and they're sparkly and they're fun and cute, that a lot of times the little ones are attracted to the pink and the sparkly and all the hearts and fun things like that on Valentine's Day. So I guess they kind of go together when you put them in that kind of perspective. So today, yes.
And then there's also that magical aspect of love and how love is an unexplainable, beautiful thing, and so are fairies. Yeah, so before Fairy Day, as we were planning, I was looking into some of the more historical fairy lore kind of things, and I found a lot that
we're very
surprised by. In the past, especially in sort of medieval times, fairies were seen as dark spirits, like spirits of the dead. People thought that fairies would come in and replace their babies with evil monsters. So it's kind of, a lot of the fairy lore is very terrifying. Actually, up until, I don't remember when, but fairies were depicted without wings up until, I think, the 1800s.
Okay.
Fairies were depicted without wings, and so they would ride on the backs of birds, and they were also very closely related to elves and goblins and witches, and they actually, a lot of places use the word fairy as an all-encompassing idea.
For all of those, yeah, not just the fun little ones.
So here at the Lynnhaven House, what we do is we have fairy facts on the wall, and so at our dress-up station, we talk about that fairy fact and how you can wear wings, but some fairies don't even have wings, so you can even dress up like an elf and call yourself a fairy.
Hi, I'm Karen Burns, and today is our Fairy Day at the Lynnhaven House, and we have a couple of fairies on hand doing some activities with the children that are coming out today. We have Fairy Tansy and Fairy Flora, who are doing nature bingo. We want to tie the fairies in with this beautiful backdrop that we have here at the Lynnhaven House and all of the wonderful things that are out there. So we collected some of the natural items from leaves.
My name's AJ. I brought my daughter and her friend down here. We saw about the event going on at the Lynnhaven House online. We saw about the event going on here online and thought it'd be cool to check out. Oh yeah, they love them. As soon as they came in, they started pointing them all out on the walls and trying to find them.
So we're making fairy wands here, and the children come over and pick their ribbons and what they want and put them all together. And this is one that a little fairy named Lauren has just made, so it's just drawing for a minute while she has her face painted. Well, obviously you're a man, because every woman knows that when they were a little girl, they were a fairy. And somewhere, like Peter Pan, somewhere along the way we lost our wings when we grew up, but every little girl has a fairy in her somewhere, inside her.
My name is Amanda. I'm one of the part-time staff at the Virginia Beach History Museum. So yeah, we're just at the Fairy Wand Station, so helping little girls and little boys make their wands so they can be fairies today. I loved Peter Pan, the old Disney movie, and I loved reading his book as well. So yeah, definitely loved fairies as a kid.